It all started in the palace of the king of everything, Zeno-sama. The king was bored of supervising all the deities in the universe. Daishinkan told Zeno-sama that it is necessary for him to have a successor because someone more powerful could appear and put him in trouble. Besides, Zeno-sama was bored of doing his duties as the king of the universes. So Zeno-sama, intrigued, asked Daishinkan how he could have someone to entertain him. Daishinkan, without thinking about it too much, came up with an excellent idea. Great Zeno-sama, you could have a son, a being that plays with you and with a power equal to yours that will help with your work as king of everything. He could even replace you if you wish someday. I and the other angels will always be at the disposal of either of you. I will always obey any order that comes from that child unless you told me not to, or you feel that what he is asking is not good for the safety of the multiverse, he said. Daishinkan, that sounds like an excellent idea to me, but who would be the mother of that child? Zeno-sama, first you have to choose what type of life form you would like. There are many types, such as Yardratians, Nameks, among others. Well, Daishinkan, I would like him to be a being from the planet of the Saiyans. His way of being and his bravery are perfect for someone who will soon replace me and become my successor. As you say, great Zeno-sama, but now it remains to decide who could be the mother of that child, who will give birth to it. Zeno-sama would see among all the Saiyans who was the perfect one for this, and he saw a Saiyan named Jean. She had a noble heart and only cared for the good of others. She was an excellent mother, and this was what Zeno-sama really needed. He knew that he would not be the best father in the world, and that is why the child would have to have an excellent mother. When this happened, Jean had not yet met Bardock, so the story would be different. Zeno-sama chose Jean and made a child appear in her womb, and so a child began to grow inside the Saiyan. Some time passed on planet Vegeta, and the mortal Jean realized that she was pregnant with a baby. She was very surprised to see this because she had not had any kind of love relationship with someone. That was too strange. This made Jean think of very bad things that could have happened to her when she saw this. But then she would doubt this fact too much. Weeks went by and the baby inside Jean grew bigger and bigger. A divine being was being formed inside the Saiyan. Jean was tired of looking for answers and not finding them, until one day, Daishinkan appeared in front of Jean and told her not to worry about the baby inside of her, that she had simply been chosen to be the mother of one of the most important beings in the future, that she would have to take care of him well, and that nothing would happen to him until he was born. Jean was very scared because she did not know what was happening. "Who are you?" she said to Daishinkan. "That doesn't matter now." "But why me? Why choose me? Who is responsible for all this? How is it possible he has the power to make a baby grow inside me?" "Miss Jean, the only thing I can tell you is that now you have a very important position and you cannot fail. King Zeno-sama trusts you completely. He cannot let you down. He chose you among many universes, billions of galaxies and planets. Soon, you will know more about all of this. But is that..." Daishinkan disappeared at the moment, but Jean had already understood a little bit of what happened. Meanwhile, in the palace of the king of everything, "Great Zeno-sama, what will you do when the child is born?" "Well, I'll wait until he's born to bring him here, to this place, so you can train him and learn to master all the skills that my son deserves to know. Because as he's just a child, he'll not be able to control so much power. It may collapse in some way. That is why you will be the one who will teach him to control his strength and power to make him able to dominate it. You will teach him what it entails to be a son of the Creator, that the universes whose purpose is to kill other deities, including us, must be annihilated. I understand you perfectly, great Zeno-sama. Do not doubt that this child in Jean's womb will be a legend and will definitely change the way of guiding the universes." A few months passed, and finally, the Saiyan gave birth to her son and that of Zeno-sama. His birth was felt throughout the universes. A divine being was being born on planet Vegeta. The Saiyan trackers were looking for the source of so much power, but absolutely all the trackers that existed on the planet and near it were destroyed immediately, as these artifacts had not been created to handle that amount of power. Frieza, who was on the planet, was surprised because he felt a power that was not normal for him, coming from a nearby place. Frieza was starting to get scared because he thought it could be the legend of the Super Saiyan. What he didn't know was that it was a simple baby, so he was ready to finish with that being. But before his arrival, Daishinkan took Jin and his son to Zeno-sama's palace. Then, Frieza arrived on planet Vegeta. What? He disappeared all of a sudden? What happened? I don't understand, said Frieza. Meanwhile, Jin, who had arrived at the palace of the King of All and resolved all her doubts, why she had been chosen, and also asked him who he was, since she did not know that such powerful beings existed. I am Zeno-sama, the king of everything. I ensure that all universes are in order, and I eliminate anything that can be dangerous for the existence of the universes. I am the ultimate force of the multiverse. What? There are really other universes besides ours? I thought it was just nonsense. This really is mind-blowing. Jin, I want you to know that we will take care of that child, but first, we will have to decide what he will be called. Jin came up with the name Kakarot, but Zeno-sama had come up with Goku, and Jin loved the name. So this prodigy child would be named Goku. Jin would go to his planet and visit her son all the time. Daishinkan trained Goku, and Goku was already beginning to master some of his techniques. Time passed, and the boy Goku already had a lot of knowledge about the universe and how it worked. He was a very intelligent child, and was already able to understand most things. He learned at his young age the functioning of energy in the universe, particles, atoms, neutrons, and everything that makes up the structure of the universes. One day came, unfortunately, that Frieza destroyed the planet Vegeta, where Jin was at the time. Sometime later, Goku would find out about this, making him extremely angry, and would begin to increase all of his power, destroying the palace of Zeno-sama completely. It was the first time that the power of the Saiyan was felt. The Saiyan boy increased his power so much that the objects around him could not withstand it, and the palace of Zeno-sama had been completely destroyed. Goku had learned of the death of his mother at the hands of Emperor Frieza, who had completely destroyed the planet Vegeta. Daishinkan was the one who informed Goku of this, which awakened some of his enormous power for the first time. Stop it, Saiyan. If you continue like this, you will affect space-time, and possibly this will lead to the destruction of some universes. You have to stop, Goku, said Daishinkan, scared. Far from controlling himself, Goku learned to release an enormous amount of power. The other planets would begin to collide with each other. The universes could not withstand this immense power. Daishinkan and Zeno-sama, seeing this, could not allow Goku to end the existence of the universes. You have to stop right now, Goku, said Zeno-sama. You are aware of what will happen if you keep increasing your power in this way. Your mother is already dead. You're not going to solve it by getting angry like this. If your mother was consumed along with her planet, it's because destiny wanted it that way. You can't hold on to that, Goku. You have to move on. That damned Frieza was to blame. He destroyed my mother's planet just because he wanted to. That's unforgivable, said Goku. Goku, even if he wanted to, could not stop. The power he was releasing had already consumed him completely. Daishinkan had not foreseen that Goku would demonstrate his power at such a young age. For that reason, Daishinkan still did not teach Goku to control his powers completely, so he had no choice but to lock Goku in another dimension until he manages to calm down, because if he fails to do so, entire universes would disappear. Some time passed, and the Saiyan Goku had already managed to calm down. Zeno-sama and Daishinkan, seeing that Goku had already stopped increasing his powers, immediately took him out of the dimension that served to contain the strength of the Saiyan. Goku, you can't eliminate that tyrant called Frieza. For now, he is very necessary for there to be a balance between destruction and creation in the universe. You can't get rid of him now. The destroyer god Beerus should be doing that, but for now he's sleeping. I'm waiting for him to wake up to give him a punishment for not taking care of the order of his universe. But he killed my mother, said Goku. I won't be able to resist the impulse of killing him if I see that bastard still alive in front of me. Besides, he's pitying innocent people. I'll tell you again, Goku, you can't kill him. Over time, Goku would learn to control his emotions. He would be someone who would not really show his true intentions or feelings, and would only act according to what his mind dictates. Daishinkan would also teach him to control his powers completely, so this Saiyan would never again commit such recklessness of endangering the existence of the universes. Goku grew up and became a totally respectable being. He was already known by all the universes for being the son of the Great Zeno-sama. All the mortals who inhabited the universes, more than fear, would have an enormous respect for Son Goku, because he had demonstrated not to be someone like his father was, a being that for any imprudence could destroy universes or planets. That is why, with time, Goku was getting closer and closer to surpassing his father. In one of Goku and his father's training sessions, "Hey father," said Goku, "what do you think of my power? I may even surpass you." "Not bad for being my son. It won't be long before you manage to replace me and take the position as king of all the universes. Everyone is afraid of me, but it's easy for you to relate to those mortals. You really are the one for the job. I really wasn't wrong to tell Daishinkan that I wanted a son. It's perfect," said Zeno-sama. "Father, Lord Beerus has awakened. It's time for that cursed Frieza to die. I still haven't forgotten what he did to my race. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time," said Goku. "Son, do what you want. I know that every decision you make will be the right one." Goku went to where the tyrant Frieza, who was conquering some planets, was. Upon Goku's arrival, a strong tremor was felt on the planet. Goku appeared in front of Frieza. "So it was you," said Goku, "who wiped out the Saiyan race and killed my mother. You're going to die for that." Frieza would be surprised to see there were still Saiyans left, but started laughing at that point. "A Saiyan like you can't kill me," said Frieza. "Please don't make me laugh. How annoying." He sent his soldiers to finish off the Saiyan, but Goku, without even lifting a finger, had all of the tyrant's warriors killed. Frieza was still laughing, but Goku, in the blink of an eye, gave Frieza a small cut on his cheek, which made Frieza look shocked. He couldn't even see the move Goku had made. "So, an insignificant Saiyan was able to touch me," said Frieza, looking at him seriously. "That deserves death." Frieza would throw himself against the Saiyan, but it was completely useless. In an instant, Frieza was dead. He couldn't do anything to fight the Saiyan. Goku destroyed any remote possibility of Frieza being revived, as he killed him with a special technique that worked just like the Hakai. He did the same to Frieza's father, and everything around him would disappear from existence. Goku was happy to finally avenge his mother. The Saiyan could not be prouder. "Mother, I have finally avenged your death. What they did to you was very unfair. That cursed man paid for all the damage he caused to everyone. Your death was not in vain. That tyrant paid for what he did," thought Goku while crying inside. Although, as always, he managed to hide his emotions. Goku went to where the destroyer god Beerus was, to complain to him for not doing his job well. Goku arrived at his planet in milliseconds. A strong flash was heard on Beerus' planet, so he went to see, and saw that it was someone unknown. Beerus did not know Goku because he had just woken up very recently, and he did not know that Zeno-sama had a son. "Who are you?" Beerus asked angrily. "What are you doing on my planet? You'll pay dearly for coming to bother me." "Hey, calm yourself. I've only come to tell you that you will be removed from your position. You disobeyed the rules, and that cannot be forgiven. You were in a deep sleep for more than 25 years, and many things have happened during that time. Who do you think you are to come and order me around, you miserable mortal?" Beerus, angry, attacked Goku, who dodged his blows very easily. Beerus, even angrier, increased all his power. He threw himself against the Saiyan Goku. Before he could hit Goku, Whis saw this and, scared, stopped Beerus, who would fall to the ground due to Whis' blow. "Damn, Whis, what have you done? Why did you hit me, you bastard?" "I'm sorry, Mr. Beerus, but don't you see what you just did? You tried to hit the son of the great Zeno-sama." "What?" said Beerus, scared and surprised. "Is that the son of the great Zeno-sama? But how is that possible?" "Forgive me, sir. I'm sorry I tried to hit you." "Good thing the angel Whis stopped you. I could have killed you. Thank him. Anyway, I came to tell you that you can no longer be the god of destruction, Mr. Beerus. I warned you that it was not good for you to sleep for so long. Now, you are paying the consequences." After this, Whis would be left without a god of destruction, so Goku was forced to search for someone so that he could be the god of destruction for Universe 7. Goku began searching for someone throughout the universes. In another place, someone unknown had appeared. It was the lost son of Zeno-sama, who was seeking revenge on his father for having banished him. "You'll pay for what you did," he said.
Some time had passed in the universes after Goku visited the destroyer god Beerus and removed him from his position. He was forced to look for a new destroyer god for Universe 7. Since this universe could not retain without a destroyer god for too long, or disasters will occur in the universe, since there is no one who can control the destruction. Goku was near a strange planet, from which came a very strong key, and thought that it could be someone capable of filling that position. Goku arrived at this planet and found someone who was alone on that planet. It was an inhospitable planet. It was the surviving Saiyan Broly and his father. Goku arrived on the planet, but Broly's father got scared and sent his son to attack Goku. Broly, without hesitation, threw himself against the Saiyan, but Goku, with a strange technique, made Broly unable to move a muscle. It was a technique which kept his opponent static. Broly's father didn't know what to do when trying to attack Goku with a simple burst of power, but Goku would receive them without a problem, leaving Broly's father speechless. Goku, somewhat puzzled, said, "Why are they attacking me? They've not even let me say a single word to them. This is unacceptable. Do they even know who they've attacked? I'm Goku, the son of the great Zeno-sama, the king of everything." "But who is this Zeno-sama? I have no knowledge of his existence. Are you saying that he's the king of everything?" "That's right. My father was the creator of the 12 current universes. With him, everything started, and no one is stronger than him. Although someday, I will surpass him. I am only his son." "Wait, are you the son of that guy? Are there more universes? Where have I been living all this time? I never knew anything about that. I assumed the highest authority was the deserter god Beerus, who my father told me about. Anyway, I've not come to talk about my life. I just came to look for someone who can take the place of Mr. Beerus, who I removed from his position for not following the rules." "What did you say? Mr. Beerus dismissed?" "Listen, sir. I will take your son to enhance his strength to the maximum. I can see in him an enormous strength. I will take him from this place and I will tell the priest Daishinkan to train him, so that he can take the position of God of Destruction." Broly accepted this and wanted to leave with Goku. The father did not want to allow this and had Broly's necklace start electrocuting him. "You're not leaving, son. Father, I have to become independent from you. I would have been with you for so many years. I will become the destroyer god as Mr. Son Goku is wishing right now." Goku made Broly's necklace disappear from his neck in the blink of an eye. Goku was going to kill Broly's father for doing that, but Broly asked him not to and Goku agreed. Both went to Zeno-sama's place where Daishinkan and Zeno-sama were located. "Father, I want to introduce you to the future new god of destruction of Universe 7. I've realized that this guy could have an extremely overwhelming power. He has unlimited strength. Therefore, I know that Lord Daishinkan will make him become someone perfect to fulfill the position of a god of destruction. He possesses the necessary complexity for this. Being a Saiyan, he's better than anyone else," said Goku. Zeno-sama gave his approval and said, "I think it's perfect that you chose this guy as the new god of destruction. You really don't disappoint me at all, son." "Are you the king of everything that Mr. Son Goku told me about? Did you really create the universes?" said Broly. Broly, in his mind, thought, "How strange. When Son Goku told us about someone with that kind of power, I imagined someone totally different. This guy looks like a dwarf. How strange." "That's right, I created the 12 universes," said Zeno-sama. Goku interrupted and said, "Broly, I know what you're thinking. How is it that someone with that position of king of everything can look like that? Relax, Broly. My father is already used to me making those kind of comments to him." "No, not at all. How could you think of that? I wasn't thinking that. Forgive me, great Zeno-sama." "Don't worry, Broly. Son Goku is usually very annoying about it. Anyway, go train with the priest Daishinkan. You have to be ready as soon as possible to be the God Destroyer of Universe 7. Broly at the time would go into training with priest Daishinkan. Broly was getting more and more powerful. His power was increasing in an uncontrollable way. Daishinkan was very surprised by Broly's power capacity. Time would pass and Broly was ready to be the new god of destruction. The test was to be able to touch a fraction of Goku's hair or skin. This cost him quite a bit, but in the end, he was able to do it. This is how Broly would become the god of destruction of Universe 7. Meanwhile, in an unknown place, someone who Zeno-sama banished thousands of years ago had appeared. It was the lost son of Zeno-sama, which Zeno-sama himself had killed. because he did not correspond to what he was and became someone with evil intentions. Zeno-sama was forced to kill him before the entire multiverse was endangered by his own son. At that time, the same thing had happened that happened with Goku. However, this time, nothing went right. Zeno-sama had chosen as a mother a woman of the demon race, who had become someone good. But her son had that demon blood inside him. He couldn't avoid the inevitable. Daishinkan tried to change him, but no matter how hard he tried, it never happened. He remained the same evil being since he was born. At birth, in his first move, he destroyed hundreds of planets. Zeno-sama, even though he tried to change his son over the years, his son became worse and worse, so he was forced to kill him, and so he did. Zeno-sama hated everything that happened, so he asked Daishinkan to erase from his memory the existence of his son. This is the only reason why Zeno-sama thinks that Goku is his first son. However, Goku is not the first, not even the second. He's the sixth son of Zeno-sama. It turned out that history repeated itself constantly over millions of years. Zeno-sama was erasing his memory until Goku arrived. Zeno-sama's first legitimate son died, or so Zeno-sama believed. But Zeno-sama didn't remember any of his previous sons anyway. However, there was someone who did know all about it, and that was Daishinkan. Zeno-sama asked him those 5 times to never speak to him again about his children, every time his memory was erased. My father doesn't even remember my existence, but Daishinkan doesn't know that the one my father killed was not me, but another simple mortal, whom I made look like me, and have some of my powers with a simple technique. And that stupid one never realized it. I was more cunning than those 4 imbecile sons he had. And the 5th, Goku, I'm dying to try his power. Miyu was heading to Zeno-sama's place. Everything in the place began to tremble with his mere presence. He said with a huge smile on his face, "Hello, father. Do you remember me? Long time no see. This day had to come at some point. Do you know what I'm doing here?" "I know you. Who are you?" "You've come to interrupt me while I'm busy. You better leave this place. I don't want to see myself in this sad obligation of having to end your life. It's completely unnecessary." "Are you sure you want that, father?" "Wait, why are you calling me father? I've never seen you in my millions of years of existence." "Daishinkan, I know that you know perfectly well who I am. You better tell my father about me." Daishinkan, upon hearing this, did not know what to do, because he had already promised Zeno-sama that he would never remind him of his children once his memory was erased. And this promise Daishinkan could not break, because if he did, he'd be breaking one of the greatest rules of the universe. Zeno-sama, without knowing anything, asked Daishinkan to tell him who that guy was and why he said he was his son. "Zeno-sama," said Daishinkan, "you made me promise in the past that no matter what happened I would never talk to you about it, and I'm keeping it just as you told me. Daishinkan, please forget whatever I said in the past. I didn't know what I was saying at the time. Please tell me." "Mr. Zeno-sama, you yourself warned me that this would happen, that you would try to convince him to talk to you about it." Miyu, seeing that Daishinkan did not deign to tell his father about his son, became extremely angry and said to Daishinkan, "Tell him, or you'll make him kill you. Do you understand that he must know who I am so that he'll understand why I'm about to kill him? I won't say it again. I'll kill you if you don't tell my father who I am." "I don't care if I die. If necessary, it will happen as long as I keep my promise. As I told you, you stupid fucking priest, you will die." Seconds before he launched his technique, the Saiyan Goku would appear in front of them. "What's going on here? What's going on? Do I know you? Why would you want to attack my master Daishinkan? Don't make me have to kill you. Tell me who you are." "So, you're my dear brother. I see that none of you know me. Since that stupid Daishinkan didn't want to tell Zeno-sama, well, I'll tell you. And if you don't believe me, I don't care. I'll kill you anyway. Exactly 1,500,000,000 years ago, Zeno-sama was bored, and he had the wonderful idea of having a son. So he looked for the person that would be his mother, the demon Towa. I haven't heard from my mother since then, and I hope she's alive. What happened is that our stupid father, after seeing how powerful he was making me, was afraid that I would get over him too fast. So he decided to kill me, or so he thought. If you think I was his only son before you, well, you're wrong." "Wait, what are you talking about?" It turns out that in total he had 5 children, all of which were a failure for him until you were born. If you are wondering where his children are, well, they're dead. He killed them himself out of stupidity. He thought he killed me, but I'm not as stupid as the others. All I did was give my body to someone else, and he thought I was him. "Is that true? What are you talking about, you fucking liar?" "That's a lie. My father would never do that." Zeno-sama, not remembering anything, asked Daishinkan, Is this true? Did I do all that? Daishin-kan had no choice but to admit it. That's right, Great Zeno-sama. You did it. But you didn't do it for selfish reasons. You did it because all of them, the thirst for power and arrogance had consumed them. For being almost the kings of the universes, their hearts were simply filled with evil, wanting more and more power, and they wanted to rebel against their father. That's why you had to eliminate them before it was too late, and you couldn't do anything. You asked me to erase your memory to not remember any of those moments of your existence. But all that changed when the Saiyan son Goku arrived. Everything changed. He was someone and is someone with a pure heart. Someone that power will never corrupt, and will only see for the good of the universes. I think I understand now. My father is not the monster I was beginning to think he was. And you. Damn you. Repent for what you just did, or else I'll have to eliminate you. Please, Saiyan. Useless. Don't make me laugh. Do you really think someone like you is going to beat me? I'm millennia and millennia ahead of you. Your power will never be enough to eliminate me. Anyway, I only came here to kill my father Zeno-sama for what he did. Father, I'll never forgive you for what you did. Son, if that's the way you want it, then I'll eliminate you. This time I won't be so stupid to confuse me. Disappear! No! What are you doing, Father? No, please! Really, Father? Did you think such a stupid technique would work now to get rid of me? Don't be ridiculous. Please. Goku at that moment, and without warning, would throw a powerful blow to Miyu that made him crash into the nearby rocks. You attacked me unawares! What a coward! Miyu quickly threw himself against the Saiyan Goku, so Goku transformed into a supreme state, and they would have a battle, which made the entire multiverse tremble. The angels and gods were feeling his enormous powers. What's going on? Where does all that power come from? Don't tell me the gods of everything are fighting. That'll be the only thing to cause all this in the universes. Whoever it is, if they continue this, they'll cause the entire universes to be consumed by the instability in the matter and particle atoms that make up the structure and basis of the universes. Meanwhile, at Zeno-sama's place, Daishin-kun said, if this continues in this way, it will be the end. It would be better to send them to another dimension so they don't end their own existence. Immediately, both would be sent to another dimension, which could resist millions of times the power of the king of everything. Saiyan, it's absurd for you to fight against me. Understand that the real enemy is not me, it's our father. He really is a danger to our existence. In case you haven't noticed, in just a fit of rage, he's already destroyed 6 universes. What makes you think he won't destroy the others? My father is not like that as you think. It's absurd to fight against you when you're not even the cause of all this, but since you defend him so much, you'll die with him? Wait, what is this place? We're sent to another place. What's wrong? My powers have been greatly reduced. What's wrong with this place? I feel my powers are getting lower and lower. Both were running out of powers, so they continued to fight. You bastard! You will never harm my father or my master! You will die! Because of their anger, both of them increased their power so much that they had exceeded the limit of everything. The amount of power lost was minimal at the moment they revealed their true powers. This dimension could not withstand it and would begin to destroy itself. Then the universes would follow. But suddenly, an unknown individual appears and says, Stop! I am the Supreme Angel, and I see to it that the universe is never destroyed. I only appear when existence itself is in danger. I'm sorry, but you will both have to die.